Today we're making one of my favourite pizzas, Quattro Formaggi. I've got 4 brilliant cheeses here and I've snuck in a 5th, but what is it? Cinque Formaggi doesn't sound as great. So we're going with 4 cheese plus 1. So the combination of these cheeses bubbling away on a beautiful pizza, cooking on this beast here. This is the brand new Weber Summit, the pinnacle of the Weber range. And we are using an incredible feature. I can't wait to show you. Let's get straight into it. So the secret weapon inside this Summit barbecue is the IR burner. It's a built-in infrared burner. You get this intense high heat at the top, so our pizzas are cooking with the heat crisping the base from the stone, convection heat around, but then that intense heat, just like a pizza oven, rolling on top, caramelizing the top. So pizza's cooking like 5 minutes. How wonderful. So to get our Summit ready, we are using the Weber Crafted Outdoor Kitchen Collection. So you can pull the cooking grills out and insert the frame and use a range of wonderful accessories like a sear grate vegetable basket, wok, but today we are using the glazed pizza stone. The key to a delicious bubbly pizza is going into a hot barbecue with a preheated stone. We're going to put burners 1 and 5 on high and burners 2, 3 and 4 on medium, and then close the lid and leave that to preheat for 10 minutes. So the cheeses that we're using today, I've gone with a delicious selection. The key thing to this is making sure that they all have different flavor profiles. I have really enjoyed selecting the cheeses today, so I can't wait to share with you what I've picked. First off is mozzarella. It's a good base cheese to use and we love that cheese pool. Next is provolone. I love the higher, kind of sweeter, nuttier notes that this brings. Then we've got some gorgonzola. Now, if you don't like blue cheese, this is a great way to try it out. Adds a really nice funky flavor throughout the pizza. And then goat's feta. This is a really nice creamy element. The extra fat flavor brings all these cheeses together. But then the 5th cheese I couldn't resist using was pecorino. So once the pizza's baked, I grate this on at the end. It's just like adding that final touch of salt. Really nice salty umami to finish. You can have fun playing around with the different types of cheeses you use, maybe even after New Year's. You've got lots of odds and ends, but I recommend using cheeses with different personalities. So start with a really good base and then think about the other flavor profiles, maybe something with a bit of funkiness, creaminess, maybe a bit of sharpness. Pick those and you'll have a delicious cheese pizza. Fresh dough is always the way to go. Sure, there's 24-hour, 48-hour, 72-hour doughs that you can make, but we have a brilliant less than an hour and a half dough recipe on our website, and that is what I'm using today. You can see it's beautifully airy and bubbly, and that's what we want to translate all the way through to the end of the cook to get that bubbly crust. So I'm just going to divide this into 2 so we get really nice 2 big generous sized pizzas. Now that we have our dough portion, what I'm going to do is just start shaping this out into a circle. Now I don't want to introduce too much flour, otherwise this will make our dough too dry. Just use flour on the outside to help prevent it from sticking to your hands and the board. Now we can just shape that around, smooth it into a circle and start to form our crust edge. Now that we have the edge of the pizza formed, we can just start stretching it out using those knuckles to help stretch it out. Maybe you'd like to have a play around with giving it a quick twist up and flick and fling, and that'll help give you that beautiful shape. So now that our pizza dough is all shaped out, I'm just going to sprinkle some semolina underneath the dough, and this will help make it really easy to slide it straight onto the stone. So one of my top tips here is not to prepare this pizza too far in advance. Otherwise the dough will soak up all of that semolina, making it really hard to get off the board. So the first cheese that I'm going on with is our mozzarella. Now we have had this draining here to get rid of some of that excess liquid and pizza toppings just don't mix. It makes for a soggy pizza. So give that a quick little drain first. Look at that, can tear straight in and just cube it up into little pieces and plop that wherever you like on your pizza. Last little bit of that on there. And then the next cheese we're going on is with the provolone. Find it nice and easy to grate this straight in, and then we can sprinkle that over. And now for our crumbly gorgonzola. I like to leave this in small little chunks just so you get little pops of that beautiful blue cheese flavor. Choose your own adventure with how funky you make your pizza. Go a little or a lot. And then the last cheese that we're going on with before it gets baked is our goat's feta. better. This can be larger chunks than the gorgonzola because it's milder, but I love those creamy, cheesy mallow bits that it melts down into. Yum. I dedicate this pizza to Kevin McAllister. Eat your heart out, you filthy animal. The best way to cook your pizza is directly straight on the stone, but that does take a little bit of practice to work your way up there. To start off, you can always assemble your fresh dough onto baking paper. Don't protrude the edges of the pizza too much, but that is really easy to transfer onto the barbecue. But get into it, use semolina, slide it straight on. It turns out delicious. Our barbecue is preheated. It's time to light that IR burner, hold it in, and wait and count for about 20 seconds. Once it's turned orange, then you can turn it down to low. You have to be really swift here. Just go straight in, place it at the end of the table, I like to picture, and then just slide that tablecloth straight out. The IR burner is an absolute beast when you want caramelization and browning on top. Not just pizzas, think about oysters, brulees, maybe even potato bakes or lasagnas. Oh my gosh, it's so much yummy deliciousness to be had on your summit. Another brilliant feature of the Summit for use with the IR burner is the adjustable cooking grill. So if you're wanting really intense, close heat, you can adjust it straight to the top, or maybe if you'd like to just brown off your potato bake, leave it on the cooking grill and put that IR burner on. Just a word of warning, if you're using the IR burner on high heat, you must leave the lid of the barbecue open. Check this out. That is one of the bubbliest pizzas in town. Amazing. Doesn't that look absolutely incredible? The base is beautifully golden. All that cheese is melted. Crispy, delicious, yum. Now I'm just going on with our fifth cheese, our pecorino. So this just adds that really nice salty finish, almost like we're finishing the pizza off with a little season of salt. Just a tiny little drizzle of oil to help bring out all of those flavors. Oh my gosh. This smells so amazing. Bloody delicious. And then a little season with freshly ground black pepper. Make sure it's freshly ground. You want that really intense floral burst. Far out. Check out that. Pizzas have never looked this epic on a barbecue. The Summit truly is the pinnacle of all Weber barbecues. Cheers to that and all your glorious pizza nights to come. I am eating all of this. If you want to bang out epic pizzas like this, head to your local Weber specialist dealer or Weber store.